Hello, my name is Bill Haley, and this is for Haley2024 the Movement's Government Reform Ideas. Now, this video is going to be on the rating system, specifically about the diplomatic foreign policy. So, I switch all government power into 30 sectors. 5 of those sectors are within the foreign protection system. So, this is at the federal level. Almost everything else within government is going to go to the state level, but but the federal level is going to take care of the foreign protection system. That is separated out with different people in the legislative, executive, and the judicial branches. In the diplomatic foreign policy, commander-in-chief is a separate sector. So your top president, quote-unquote, commander-in-chief is different diplomat than they are commander-in-chief. And then the other ones are military corporation, military capability system, which is a free enterprise way of funding the military. All the military corporations are free enterprise businesses. Their product is military capabilities to America, only under the command of the commander-in-chief. So you have a good separation of powers there and checks and balances. Military Authorization Agency is another way of doing checks and balances. They have anybody with inherent government power from anybody. That means anybody within any of these sectors needs to be authorized by the MAA, Military Authorization Agency. So let's concentrate strictly on the diplomatic foreign policy. But first, let's go over what the rating system is. Here's the full CRA structure. I have a lot of videos. I can't sit there and go over that right now. But you have the competitive governance side over here and the rating system side over here. And they're mirror views of each other, but they have different responsibilities. One is governing. One is taking a hard look at everything and giving the citizens high-quality information from a wide variety of perspectives, about 12 perspectives per sector. And so when you look at the diplomatic foreign policies, these are the diplomats. They declare war. They make policies with different countries. But one thing that I have that we currently don't have is it takes a 70% vote. Now, let me say it correctly. Representatives of 70% of the people in America to make an agreement with a foreign country. So I have within the Constitution that the default is free trade across the country. Between countries, and a lot of freedom. You have to look at that Constitution and the amendments on that for that. But to make an agreement, you need a 70% agreement of the representatives of 70% of the people. So that's important to know. Now, the diplomats can make, the diplomatic foreign policy makes immigration policy and all these other policies. It takes 70% to allow a individual that's not an American to come into America or stay in America or become an American and sign a social contract to become an American. So this is important to understand. The rating system is going to deal with corruption, abuse, self-dealing, and the like. So they're going to be able to take a look at every single one of these diplomats. They're going to be able to take a look at every treaty, every agreement, everything that they do. They're going to be able to take a hard look at it. And they're going to take a look at it from 12 different perspectives. Remember, all it takes is 5% of the citizens of the United States to create a rating agency in the foreign diplomatic foreign policy, whatever that's called now. What is that? Diplomatic foreign policy, the diplomats, and then they get the governmental power to look deep into everything. They get the money to look deep into everything. And they have the real power to deal with fraud, abuse, self-dealing, and the like. But the more important power they have is just exposing light on what's going on. So anybody who's a diplomat and making agreements and all the agreements, they're going to have a lot of people looking at what they're doing. So they're going to have to stay on the straight and narrow. And the ability to do corruption is not going to be very easily done. You're not going to have one power, one executive, one presidency that gets to shield all the citizens' eyes of what they're doing, but because they need secrecy. Well, a few things need secrecy, but openness is going to be more important. The value of openness is going to be extremely important. Anyway, there's a lot more to look at. Look through my website. I'm going to try to embed all the videos. I got a lot of videos embedded in my website already. But there's going to be a lot more videos embedded soon. It's late May right now of 2022, and by the end of the summer, I should have them all embedded in my in my website already. There's a lot there. So until the next video.